welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We're playing for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. Second and 1. And Charles, ho-hum, another year, another Super Bowl appearance for this head coach. He already holds the all-time record for most Super Bowl titles. And now here he is trying to bring home yet another.
And this guy's thirst for victory, absolutely unquenchable. Every year we think, okay, that's enough. He's going to go ahead and retire and move on and give someone else a chance. But no.
Touchdown, Carolina! With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from any...
Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Right side, this is Morton. A little track jump.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Crockett. And he takes it into the end zone. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be in. Complete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To Crockett on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Back to throw. Barry. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 down at the 33. They run with Crockett. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Barry. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10. Operating from the gun. Barry. Now he'll tuck this and run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now. Let's go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
A handoff. Borrowed up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This is Crockett. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Operating from the gun, McClain has taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
60 Bison.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Come on.
As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 14. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. McClain. Looking middle, and that's complete. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Cowboy.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Flexing his muscle at the 30. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jatavion Sanders, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
Bengals nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Throwing to start the drive. McClain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake. McClain. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. McClain. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this offense through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
First down, Panthers.
3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers had 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Throwing to start the drive. McClain. And he can't escape, and down he goes. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Bengals bring out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
The Panther first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken by Sanders.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Off play action. Barry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Bengals nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Quick throw complete into the flat out left. And that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun on 3rd down, McClain. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now
he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Operating from the gun, McClain. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
Commissioner Roger Goodell ready to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Carolina Panthers. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.